Okay, this is part two of November 9th's watch list. This is Day Trader Rockstar with you, and again, I want to review some of the indicators I use when I find my stocks, because a lot of the emails have been addressing that question. All right, so intraday, when I trade a stock, intraday when I look for a position to get in, especially in a downtrending market, if I want to try to get a balance, I usually use pivot points. All right. If you don't know what pivot points are, I advise you to Google that term, look it up, or email me for more information, because they are a widely used indicator in the market, and usually in a more of a bullish market. And as this market has been pulling back, they should be starting to come into play soon again, as this market's getting into an oversold area. So pivot points is a major indicator I use. The 200 period moving average, or a 200 period moving average on a 5-minute chart, I like to use on stocks. So that's another great indicator for intraday trading. Relative strength, also I use relative strength as an indicator, meaning that I usually try to find stocks that, if the market is selling off, that stocks that are either going against the market or just consolidating at a certain zone as the market's selling off. These are usually the first stocks to turn up or to head higher, or usually to break out, and a lot of good trades come off of those. Statistics, and we'll go more into statistics. I usually use those for my futures to try to time a market turnaround. And then we have certain chart formations that I trade: the W pattern, the inverted head and shoulders, of a pivot point breakout, and some other patterns like those I usually trade. So these are all trades. These are the entries and exits I usually like to use when I trade, and these are the ones I use on DayTraderRadio.com. All right, so just not to let there's no secret formula out there like so many sites out there, tell you to buy our systems and stuff. There's no systems to go around. These are the systems that go, or that work. The systems change. If you make money using them, you develop them, you make them work for you, and the most important thing is going to be discipline, money management, how to take profits off the table, not to be greedy, how to take a loss, not to worry about, oh, I'm in the hole, this was a bad trade, now I have to hold on to this loss. That's not the right mindset, because in a market like this, you could be holding Google, get in the wrong time, and next thing you know, you're down 60 points, and you're like, well, I can't sell now. Well, you know what? You can sell now, because you could be in a stock tomorrow that could be going up instead of going down. And that's what you have to get into. So let's continue on now. Enough of my preaching. But if any more questions, you could always ask me. All right? You could definitely ask me. All right? So let's... one stock that I'm watching, these are all new stocks. Actually, I'm going to start to watch with a lot of new stocks. I'm looking at Symantec here down in the $17 area. All right? I like it because the statistics are very oversold here in this area. Very oversold. And we're actually forming a bottom down in the 1740, 1730 area. So a watch list to watch. Not a great running stock or anything. There's much better ones out there, but I just put it on our watch list. One that is an excellent trader, and I think a lot of money is to be made, is look at this one. Look at the market selling off aggressively, and look at this one. This one is just a cash machine. The CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. All right, it's just a cash machine. As long as there's trading being done, there's money being, there's profits to be made in this company here. They're always going to be making profits as long as the market's around. And look at this. The market's selling off. It's holding strong against this moving average. I mean, this one is, as this market turns around, watch this one go ballistic. All right. Also, be careful. If we do break this moving average, we can sink lower. I'm not saying that, but this one is a good one to have on your watch list. A great stock to trade. CME. Another great stock that's holding strength here is United States Steel, X. Did sell off a little, coming down to the $100 area, right down to the 200-day moving average, which I like. This one's always in the news because of the potential buyout that always overhangs this stock, and because of that, I like it at these levels around the $100 area. So again, always makes a good move, and I like to be in stocks to make good moves. And we went over this one earlier. Alcoa, look at the great consolidation. Overbought stochastics coming into it could actually come down to this 200-day moving average. If it came down to this level, I would definitely be picking it up. But the only reason it's staying in this area is because it needs to be in this area. It's going to head higher. All right. One of the biggest questions I always told people, I said, why are you buying that, $2 stock or $3 stock, or why are you giving me penny stocks that's going to go to $10? I said if it was worth $10, it would be $10 now. The same reason. Why isn't this one down to $33? With this pullback, because it's worth this amount of money, and people are holding on to it because they believe this one's going to go higher. All right. Relative strength. Example perfect. Another great one. IVGN and Vitrin. All right, look at this one going up as the market's pulling back. Coming into a great flag pattern right here. All right, we have an upward trend line right here. I mean, it's just a nice pennant. This is called a pennant. We have a flagpole. Again, if these are terms that are new to you, then email me. I'm always willing to explain things. I might not get back to everyone's email right away. Again, I was on vacation, so I apologize if I haven't gotten back to anyone's emails yet. But here we go. When you have a move up and then a consolidation in a pattern like this, it's like a pennant. All right, you have the flagpole and a pennant, and then usually you have an upside breakout. But this one's statistics are high. You could actually have a downside breakout also. But because this one's holding such good strength in this down market, I would tend to believe that the odds are that this one's heading higher. Target going into Christmas season. I like it here. I mean, under $57, I do like it. Statistics are oversold. I like it. Let me continue on because YouTube doesn't give me enough time. Under Armour, again, coming into the Christmas season. I do believe this one's oversold and stuff. Put it on your watch list. I'll be talking about this one more in the incoming days. And again, tomorrow, Intel coming out with a special chip. I believe it's tomorrow. Lots of support in the 25-30 area. All right, lots of support in this area. All right, you could just go back. All right, you can see the market coming back, hitting this whole area. Look at all this back here in September. Hitting this area, fell through it, came back above it, came down to it, hit this area, came back, stayed above this area, hit it, came back. All right, so a lot of support in 25-30 area. Came out with great guidance. Everything was great with this stock. You figure this one's got to go up higher when the market turns around. All right, so I'm not going to make things too complicated for tonight because I might want to do an educational video for later. But I just want to let everyone know that I'll be back on the air tomorrow, DayTraderRadio.com. If you have any questions or comments, please email me at ironaction@yahoo.com, ironaction@yahoo.com. And I hope everyone enjoyed the videos. Again, this is a time to, the market's not running away from anybody. All right, so you don't need to be in this market. I always tell myself, there's the best time. These are the best times. If you're able to pull, push your sell button, get out of the market, and watch this market pull back, this is beautiful because that movie you missed, in Nokia. Remember Nokia? I told you before I went away, Nokia. I said it's going to break through $40. Then it broke through $40. And now look, it came all the way back to $38. If you just had the patience, and how do you know it's going to come back? That's the hardest part, and this is what I try to go over and try to discipline, and hopefully discipline you guys about how to do this also. It's just to take those profits off the table because you can never go broke taking profits. And even though that's something that you hear all the time, it rings true so loudly. All right, so maybe I got another video tonight, maybe not. Either way, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I have a great night. All right, this is DayTraderRockStar, and I am back in action after a nice little cruise. And thank you for all the emails and the concerns, and I'll get back to I'm going to try to finish my emails tonight, answer all those emails I got. So if you have any emails, just send them in. All right. Ciao. Ciao, brothers.